the work that y'all doing, and thank you for letting us know that y'all really understand the problem with the deputy gang abuse, especially in the community. And we do understand that y'all have to do work for also for the police officers being harassed. But over the last 6 years, we've been coming to the COC, all the families, and expressing how we feel. So y'all know my son is like a broken record. I spoke to the commission so many times. How 3 boys murdered my son, beating to death, covered to death to look like a suicide. Was all the organs in his body, beating with the flashlight there, like they have done so many family loved ones. We really urge this commission to do a full investigation, y'all on the deputy gang. There's only so much y'all know that
Are you wanting to stay more productive at work? Well, cut your workload by 80%. Focusing in on 20% of your daily tasks and activities, it doesn't necessarily have to yield 20% of what you want to get done for that day. Use the 80-20 Pareto principle to make smarter decisions about your tasks for the day, and you might be surprised at the outcomes. So, what is the 80-20 Pareto principle? The 80-20 principle is actually quite simple. It suggests that 20% of your actions or the activities influence 80% of the outcomes. This rule comes from economics. In the late 1800s, Italian economist Alfredo Pareto observed that 80% of Italy's wealth came from 20% of the population. Allegedly, Alfredo was inspired by his pea plants in his garden. As he walked through his garden, he noticed that 20% of the plants in the garden grew 80% of the healthiest pots. So while the 80-20 rule can be applied to productivity and your efforts at work, you might see it at work in other areas of your life, including marriage and relationships, marketing and business, especially sales, and health and nutrition. For example, 80% of a business's revenue may come from only 20% of their customers, and conversely, 20% of the employees on a team might bring in 80% of the company's productivity. Recognizing the 20% that influences 80% of your company or relationships outcomes may encourage you to study the behavior or turn your focus into a certain way. Tim Ferriss is a huge promoter of this effect and used it to streamline one of his early businesses. It's actually one of the contributing factors that led him to write the book, The 4-Hour Workweek. Focusing in on the most productive tasks or goals will help you reduce your workload and find success without as many tasks on your to-do list. This principle can be applied to your goals and increase your overall productivity. So let's take a look at your short-term and long-term goals and think about the intentions behind these goals. How do your goals influence other goals that you might have, like the domino effect? Which of these goals are most important in helping you find success? Say you have 5 goals for the year. Focus in on one goal that will have the most impact on helping you find success in the other areas of your life. And make this goal the highest priority for your week, your month, and maybe even the entire year. Consolidate your tasks to focus in on what will help you achieve this one goal. Maybe that one most important goal is reading, or maybe taking online courses, or finding a mentor. You need to double down on that one first. In addition to consolidating your goals, we can use the Pareto principle to focus in on 20% of the tasks that will have the most impact on your productivity or education. What's the best way to pick the 20% of tasks that will have the most effect on us? Well, you can usually use past experience. If you've worked towards a similar goal before, think about a handful of tasks that have made the most impact on your success. For me, one of the best habits is either reading, taking online courses, or finding mentors. Now, evaluate the tasks that you have given yourself in order to achieve these goals. Which of these tasks resemble the ones that have made you the most productive? If you can consolidate your goals or put the most important tasks first, you'll find yourself reaping more benefits from your daily, weekly, or monthly to-do list. For example, I realized I earn way more per hour if I write one script than if I spend the time editing a voiceover, which takes about, usually for me, the same amount of time. So to double down on using the 80-20 rule, I stopped editing my own narrations, outsourced them to someone else, and spend more of my own time perfecting the scripts that I write and use in these types of videos. So let's look at an example. At the beginning of the school year, maybe you have 5 goals. You want to get good grades in school, you want to get an internship, you want to lose weight and stay healthy, you want to party less, and you want to enjoy the college experience. Well, first of all, these are not really good goals, but that's a video for another topic. That's a lot of goals to keep in mind throughout the year. And you have the option of working on all of these goals at the same time, which might clog up your to-do list with tasks for each goal. But if you focus on one goal using the 80-20 principle, you might realize that your goal to earn high marks in school can have a big influence on the rest of your goals. The commitment to getting good grades can help you also get an internship and help you enjoy college, which might even help you stress less. Staying in and staying active during study breaks can help you achieve your other 2 goals. So let's not forget how easy these goals would be to achieve if we also apply the SMART acronym to them, which you can learn about in another one of my videos. The 80-20 principle can be applied to daily tasks or an entire year of work, but it's just in general a rule. If you have 5 goals on your to-do list, you do not have to eliminate 4 of them. In the example above, you did not eliminate them, but you were up your goals is to learn from an expert who has been refining their techniques for years. To help you with this, today's sponsor, Skillshare, offers online courses from sales to dating to body language, even technical skills like watercolor, graphic design, and even DSLR photography tutorials. There's over 17,000 courses at the moment, and the price point is, well, in my opinion, one of these courses is worth way more than the monthly fee that they charge. A premium membership costs less than $10 per month if you pay annually, and if you're interested, you guys can sign up for free for 2 months with a link in the description. You guys know I'm pretty picky with my sponsorships and always transparent. And I've been using Skillshare for a while now to boost my learning potential, and it's my first go-to platform to learn something new. For me, I recently completed the Productivity Habits That Stick course about something called time theming. If you want to check it out, click the link in the description, and you can get your first 2 months for absolutely free. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something, and thank you so much for watching.
Council Deichler for the hard work he has done and all the pro bono, the other attorneys who are not here today that have assisted him in bringing us, I think, some
Private
actionable
security personnel
information.
outnumber police
That is
officers
going to
in
be
the
very
United
hard
States by 3 to 1.
Any
Generally have a right to search you as a
ignore.
condition of entry into private property.
Just a
In
couple of
such
things I want to
cases,
comment
it's
on
up to you
based
to
upon
decide if the search is worth the price
we
of
do
admission.
hear
As long as you're free to walk away,
say to
the
us,
security personnel do not pose a threat to your constitutional liberties.
any of
Keep
you
in mind
continue
that
to
private security guards can turn any illegal items found
Because
with
of
you
things
over to
that
the
happen
police.
at the
So if
hands of
security
the
guards
government.
ever try to search you after you enter the club or concert venue, for example, do not consent
I particularly
and
moved
insist
by
on leaving the premises
Mr.
immediately.
Carrillo journey that he was forced on. Glad to see that there seems to be some semblance of recovery. Haven't heard the recovery from what I can see, but I
The Fifth states that no person shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law.
in my heart and in my
During
mind.
the police
in
encounter,
all
the
discussions.
smartest way to take the Fifth is just to keep your mouth
Thank
shut,
you very much for your
because you
comments
always
today.
have the right to remain silent.
I think we are making progress, but we are far from done.
We'll talk in a minute about how this works.
Here.
In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to have the assistance of counsel for his defense.
We're going to continue to
So
work
if
on
the
hearing.
police interrogate or arrest you, asking for a lawyer
Recognizes
is a good way
the
to
church
assert
is
your
not
right
over
to
yet,
remain
and that's
silent.
where
Lawyer
I
up.
look back into the
That's
report
right.
from my
Regardless of what you have
Judge
seen
Coles
on TV,
made a recommendation
police
about
don't usually
13
have to
years
read you
ago
your rights,
that
even if you're
the
arrested.
sheriff's department needed
So
to
it's
have
up to you to make
civilian
sure
oversight.
that you
Had
understand
that
the law and
civilian
make smart
oversight
choices.
been provided at that time, I'd like to think we wouldn't be having this discussion today. Guarantee
Whether
that.
you're backing up your home,
Step up right
exploring the outdoors,
But we're
powering the
trying
job
to
site,
still have our
Harbor
channel.
Freight has the portable generators you need
We are
at prices that
committed to
can't be
continuing
beat. Harbor
the
Freight,
battle.
your generator destination.
So I just wanted to let you know, and I hope this commission, and I know
Law number
this
11.
commission will
Learn to
continue
keep people dependent on
to
you.
keep the
To
pressure
maintain your
on
independence, you must always be
places
needed
to
and
see that
wanted.
this
The more you are relied on, the more freedom you have. Make people depend on you for their happiness and prosperity, and you have nothing to fear. Never teach them enough so that they can do without you. Necessity rules the world. People rarely act unless compelled to. If you create no need for yourself, then you will be done away with at first opportunity. If, on the other hand, you understand the laws of power and make others depend on you for their welfare, if you can counteract their weakness with your own iron and blood,